Hello everyone, this is Mary from Mary's Little Corner. Thank you for stopping by today. So today we're going to be doing a weekly reset in my Franklin Covey Vintage Aurora. Welcome to those of you who are here for the first time. I would really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe to my channel. And for the rest of you, welcome back. So let's get into it. I was asked by a few viewers regarding explaining how I print and cut my inserts. So I'm gonna see if I can do a weekly insert and a daily insert. They weren't very specific as to which one, so I'm just gonna do those. And I will show you how I do that. So for now, let's get into the planning. So this cover here, this little pouch, my mother actually made it for me. And it's a double-sided. It's got this color on the other side, and it's got these little drawstrings that you can use to close it up. So anyway, I'm gonna take my planner out, and I'm gonna move this to the side. So how was everyone's week? Mine was better. This week was a lot calmer. I didn't have a lot of stuff going on. So we are in November, and you know what, since I have this here, maybe we should check it off as the days go. So why don't we do that? I will leave the front one just because it looks pretty, but I will do the back side, and this way we could just kind of do an extra little step while you are here with me, and today is the 9th. All right, so we are going to be looking at week 45, I believe that is. Let's see. Yeah. Nope, 46. We're going to be looking at week 46. All right, so I know that my husband has a new doctor's appointment this Monday, and so I want to make sure that I add that in the weekly. So here, we're going to look at the weekly of this week. So, oh, you know what? Let me remove the little doily. I love having the doily here, but I'm gonna move it out of the way just for the video here. And I have my little fall leaves here. And of course, I have my coffee. All right, so I'm gonna move some of these things a little back just to make sure that I have enough room to move around. I know I have a lot of pretty stuff here, but I want to make sure that, that I want to, have room for the planning. And excuse my hands, I do not have my rings on. You know what? Hold on a moment. I feel bare without my rings, so give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I feel a little bit better with my rings. But anyways, sorry for the nails. I removed the other nails. They were starting to kind of lift a little bit, and so I don't know if I'm going to put another set on, but for now, this is what it's going to be. So excuse the nails. Okay, so for this past week, let's look. It looks like I did a pretty good job in doing all my, keeping up with my trackers here. The cardio, I actually did really good this week in walking. In my little notebook that I carry every day, it looks like I did a lot of, let's see, that's Monday. So on Monday, oh goodness, I can't remember. I should have added these. Anyway, as you can see, I did a lot of walking here and here, here. Oh, this is Friday. Oh, I didn't even put my walking here Friday. Oh, I did. I didn't walk on Friday. I usually rest on Friday, so I'm not exactly sure why I didn't put why I even walked that day, but I guess I felt like it. So anyway, I did that on Friday. This was Saturday. This is Sunday. So let's go ahead and move on. So the week was pretty easy. I have all my cardio here. I rested here. We ran some errands yesterday. We went out to eat. Saturday, we went to Wrigleyville. It's actually a pizza and a hot dog place where they sell Chicago hot dogs and Chicago style pizza. So we went there. We did the groceries and the laundry. And of course, the 6 mile walk was again canceled. So thank goodness I walk the rest of the week. So like this, I can feel better about doing that. So the priorities for this week, I'm still working on my commonplace notebook. I am going to print and cut the menu cards, which I already did. So we're gonna check that one off. And I'm doing the filming right now. Check that off. And then the rest of it, edit, export, upload to YouTube. I did move my desk around a little bit and cleaned it, dusted it, and all that good stuff. On Friday was actually fountain pen day. I was trying to look, because I've been wanting to try a fountain pen. And so I went to Barnes & Noble's because I know that they had, on the cheaper end, they had a fountain pen. It's the Kakuno Pilot pen. And I wanted to buy that. And of course, they didn't have it. So I ended up ordering it on Amazon, which I thought that it would be here for today, for today's video, but it's not. So I will show y'all next week. Anyway, so I ordered that. So I'm waiting on my pen, and I ordered 2 different kinds of inks, or 2 different colors, the brown and the black. So I can't wait to try that out. And then my mom and I went to Walmart and Goodwill yesterday. So for last week's weekly spending, so I'm gonna move my planner just here to the side. I hope that's not too far out of the way. So I'm gonna check really quick. No, it's perfect right here. Okay, so for this, we're going to add this up. How was everyone's week? Mine was okay. Again, it was good. So I'm trying to find my calculator. Here it is. Is everyone ready for Thanksgiving? I know that's coming up really, really fast. I can't believe we're almost done with 2025. Okay, so here I already did my my categories here, just because I know that I'm gonna film a little bit of the printing and cutting of the inserts, and I know I didn't want it to be that long. So I already went ahead and highlighted with my different colors the spending, and I actually wrote it out in pencil right here, because we are going to DQ today with my mother, just to have a little treat later today. She's actually in the kitchen right now making mole, and so that takes quite a bit of time and preparation. And so I want to hurry up here with this video because I want to help her out. And then we're going to go put gas in the SUV, in the rental that we have. So that's why I have those spots here with no amount here. So for now, just because I don't know what these are going to be, I'm just going to put this in pencil, and we'll put the total here. So for that, so we're going to do, it was $190.46 for eat out, $173.69 for groceries, $31.51 for gas, and it was $107.43 for miscellaneous, plus self-care, $26.98. You know, I count this as a self-care. Me and my husband love taking the melatonin, the little gummies. I can't remember what they're called. I think it's Z or ZyQuil or NyQuil, Z something. We take 2 melatonins a piece at night, and that just relaxes us before we go to bed. So that's what that self-care is, and it's just not, we bought 2 bottles. Anyway, so that's what that is. So I'm gonna add that up, and that comes out to $530.07. Let me do that one more time. And I wanna make sure that I keep up with this here too. Let's see. So that's, again, I'm going to do that 190.46. Oops. Plus 173.69 plus 31.51 plus 107.43 plus 26.98. That equals to 530.07. So now we're going to grab our planner and we're going to go to the finance section. And on here, just because the amounts could change, so for now, for the eat out, I am going to put on here the 190 in pencil. Groceries 173.69. Gas 31.51. That's one that might change. The miscellaneous is 107.43. And then the self-care was 26.98. And the total for that was 530.07. All right. That was for week 45. So this gets taken out with the week. Back here. Oh, I took my little tab out. All right, and so this gets taken out for the week. And I am going to set this aside just in case we do add these two to that. So I'm going to put that to the side. And this one is going to go back here in the finance section. And this is this week's. So we're going to plan that now. And I'm sorry, I am in my PJs. It is the most softest PJ ever. It is so, it feels really, really good. So anyway, I know it's a Christmas theme already, but I just wanted to break it in, I guess. All right, so this week we're gonna do this color. I don't remember what the color of this. It's 992. Actually, I might be able to tell you what the color of that is. I know that I keep it here. Where do I keep that? Just so you'll know what colors I'm using. Is it this one? It's the 992, the sand color. That's why I keep my little card here, so I can remember what there are. So this is 992 sand. All right, let me remove that calculator out of the way so I can have more space to put my other stuff. Okay, and so let's keep going. Let me see, making sure I'm still recording. Oh, and you know what? I'm sorry, everyone. Looks like I forgot to put my microphone. I just attached it just in case. Oh no, I hope that wasn't a big old. Anyway. So let's move on. And there I go again saying anyway. So right here, highlight these areas. Here. And this area here. And so this week, priorities. Of course, one of them is walk. It's always walk. I have to walk. There's just no way around it. I have to walk every day of the week. So for menu this week, it is going to be, we're having mole today, so I can't fit that here. So anyway, for Monday, we are going to have chili. It is actually really chilly here today in Texas. And it feels really good, really. Let's see, what is the degrees outside right now? It is 70 degrees. I said chilly, but it was really chillier this morning. Right now, it looks like the temperature has gone up a little bit. Anyhow, let me keep going with this. And then it's gonna be, we're making pork and zucchini and corn. And we are going to do, on Wednesday, we're going to do pozole. And on Thursday, we're making pancakes. Looks like it's that time of the year to make some warm, nice, cozy pancakes for the week. So here, we're going to put cardio, walk, and then my B12. I have to have my B12. Hormone, patch, making sure I'm in frame. Emails, my devotion, and prayer. And then, oh, I missed one. What did I miss? Cardio, B12, hormone, emails. Oh, read. And we're gonna do, oh, planner check-in. Planner check-in. Okay, and that takes care of that. And then here on the other side, we're gonna put my cardio. So cardio here, cardio here, cardio here, and oh, again, I did that again. Cardio. Okay, so anyway, let's see. On Saturday, I know that we have a 6-mile walk, hopefully. That's it there. And my husband has an appointment, mic appointment at 3:30. My husband has skin cancer, so we try to keep up with that. He has to go to the skin doctor to go and have treatments done and making sure that we keep it at bay, but he does have to go often. So there, that takes care of that. Priority this week is just walking. And of course, film, edit for the following video, edit, export, and upload. That's what we're doing that week. The back here, I'm just gonna highlight this here, here, and down here. And let's put my little dots that I like to put on there. Here are the dots. Let's see. Do I have? Yep, I can use those. And where is my tweezers? Oops. My tweezers here. If I can get to them. There. Okay, so is anyone going out of town or out of state for Thanksgiving this year? I know we are going to visit my parents in Mexico, me and my husband and a sister and her husband. We're going to go spend it with mom and dad this year. I'm just going to cover it that way, guys. I'm not even going to worry about that. And then on Friday, I don't do any walking. Again, it's the same thing every week. And where are my little stickers for that? Oh, here they are. And this, I rest on this day. All right, and that's done with that. Okay. And let's move that over there. Okay, so that takes care of this week. I don't have any waiting on right now, and I don't have any errands. I don't have any calls right now, so I'm just gonna, did I push record? Yes, I did. I'm sorry, guys. I just wanted to make sure that I'm not cutting y'all's out or cutting this weekly planning. All right, so let's put this back in the week. Here, right here. And we're gonna put that in here. And I'm gonna put my divider here, because this is where I have the this week tab like this. I can see it from the side. All right, so that takes care of the weekly. And so now we're going to go to the daily. And I've already cut out this week's here. And so they're all blank. Again, I remembered my note page. So for this week, I like to write this again. So today is Sunday, and it's the 9th. Monday, 10th, Tuesday, 11th, Wednesday, 12th, Thursday, 13th, and Friday, the 14th. Okay, and Saturday here, and it is the 15th. So again, today we're having mole. Monday, we're having chili. Tuesday, we're having pork with zucchini and corn. And then Wednesday, we're having pozole. And Thursday, we're having pancakes. Pancakes and sausage links. And then Friday, well, it's eat out. And we'll see what we eat there. All right, that takes care of that. And for this week, again, it was okay. It wasn't as busy, which I enjoyed a lot. Here's this week, this Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Saturday gets a little busier just because we do a lot of our running around that day. And then this is today. And I have not done any of these today just yet. Okay, and so this week, because this is Sunday, I'm gonna leave that one in. And last week comes out, which makes my planner a little lighter to take in and out of my little pouch and things like that. So that's that. And so now we're going to plan Monday. And I am going to take out my notes page here. And I think I'm going to use the sand color this week, which is the 992 sand color. So notes here. And then this here. And so let's decorate this a little bit. And I'm going to use my Planner Kate little sticker book. And where are my fall stickers? Looks like I'm going to have to print some more fall stickers. I've been using them a lot. I may have a few left. Oh, wow. I guess I've used them. Oh, there should be some here. All right, let's see. Oh, let's do this one. This one's cute. Kind of goes with the color of the tambo. And maybe we can put a leaf down here at the bottom. Okay. And move that to the side. And I'm gonna number my note page. And here, normally I write what's in here, and I put more detailed information on this side. Or if there's something else, again, like if I find one of my devotions, I usually write that down here, a quote that kind of reminds me all day long, and I can go back and read that. Or I sometimes write it in my little carry that I carry with me. Sometimes I'll write it in that as well. Okay. So let's move on because we have to get to the inserts, printing and cutting of that. Okay, so this page is ready. So let's move on to this page. And here, I like to write on my normal stuff. So here is going to be work. And then I go to lunch here. I go walking here. 15 minutes. So we are going out of town for Thanksgiving. And do you guys have any traditions that you do for Thanksgiving? As far as what are the items that y'all cook, or side dishes? Or I know a lot of people, the traditional thing is to make a turkey or ham. For us, we do a turkey, or sometimes we do a ham. A lot of us don't like the ham, so we just kind of stick to the turkey. Or my father will make carnitas, or my husband will take some sausage. He likes to have garlic sausage, so he'll take that as well. But our normal traditional things that we do is, of course, is a turkey, and it's just the sides, the corn, the green beans. I like the green bean casserole, so I might make that green bean casserole this year. And here I walk again, and at 3:30 I walk again. I have not been walking early in the morning. There's been a few times that I do, but it just seems easier for me to actually, I do walk in the morning at work. What I meant before is that I normally walk when I'm at home before I go to work. But it seems to be easier when I do it when I get to work. Again, I work in a warehouse, or part of in the warehouse, and that's where we keep all our files, and there's a lot of room for walking. So I normally go and do a whole mile, or maybe a little bit more. So that's why I like to write that there. And then dinner is here. And then over here is where I do my little line here. So I go from 8 to 5 here. Okay, that takes care of that. And then I'm gonna write my to-do list. Again, it's the same thing, just so I can remember to do those things. So it's read, my devotion and prayer that I like to do every morning. Emails, I have to do emails, because if I don't, they just get there's too many in there to kind of control. I have to do that every day. On emails, what else do I do that is normal here? Oh, my medication. I have to remember to take my medication. I'm going to put AM and PM here. And then I'll just fill in the rest for the day. So here, I'm going to put it down here just in case there's something more important than that. I'm going to put cardio here. And I'm trying to go up on the miles that I do. So I'm going to try to hit 3 miles this day total. Okay, and there's that. This I will fill out as we go. All right, so there, that takes care of it. Oh, you know what, let's decorate it a little bit. Let's put a little bit of something here. I think I like this here. These are so pretty, but they're so big for the pages here, so I think I'm just going to use a little pumpkin here at the bottom. And let's use a leaf here, this one, and we'll just decorate a little bit on the page. Oh, that's okay. Doesn't matter if it covers that. I'm not doing anything like, I think it's at 6 o'clock, but I'm not going to put on there what I'm doing at 6 o'clock. Okay, so there, that's that. Let me make sure that's connected. Okay, let's move that out of the way. And let's put this back in here. So this is for Monday, and then the rest of the week, the same thing happens for the rest of the week. Okay, now let's move on to the inserts that someone was requesting. I think it was a couple of viewers that had requested for me to show a step-by-step on how I print and cut my inserts. And I'm looking for my little cover for my tweezers here. Don't want to poke myself when I'm going in there to look for something. And then this is going to go back here. There, and this goes here. You know, I'm thinking about changing the covers here for Christmas time. So you may see when I set that for the month of December. So I'm going to work on some new dashboards or dividers here. Okay, so that's it for the week, guys. It's the same thing over and over. I think what makes it fun is when I have to go in here and I decorate it with just different stickers and things like that. So that's the week for me. So let's see. So now I am going to see if I can pull up those pages so I can print. So the ones that I am going to print today is going to be the weekly inserts, which are from Noelia, from My Moxie Dreams. So I am going to look for that right now. Oh, let's see if we can go on here. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm going to go to my computer really quick, and I am going to show you. So I have some here. These are my notes pages. I'm just going to move that out of the way. So these are the ones from Marsha Bermucci. I don't know if some of you are interested in that, but this is what they look like when they come out. So November and December, they come this way. So as you can see, 18, November 18, December 18. And then it's the 20th, and then the 21st, the 22nd, 23rd, 24th. This is how hers come out. And it goes the same for the monthly as well. No, the weekly. Those are the ones that I kind of switched out because I didn't like them. And it's these that I was talking about. So they're the same thing. They come this way, and then the other side comes on this side. So for now, this is how Marsha Bermucci's comes. And if you notice here, these are her cut marks right here. And then she has a cut mark here in the middle and another one on the other side, if you can see that. Okay. And so when I cut mine, I cut all the Novembers here, which is what I did here. And this is how it, so this is for, oops, showing you the wrong one. Yep, these are all Decembers because those are the ones I'm using. But anyway, so I cut them here and then I cut them this way. So here, let me see if I can, and normally when this gets printed, I put in my paper this way, right? You know what? Let me just show you. I'm gonna put this paper in the printer, or pretend to put this in the printer so I can show you how it prints in and out. So hold on just a second. Actually, on these, I'm going to wait on showing you how to print and cut these, because what it does, it prints all of these, and it does front and back, front and back. If you want to know how to print and cut the Marsha Bermucci's, please put it in the comments below, and then I can make that video for you guys on another plan with me. But for the sake of this video, I am going to do the dailies for Marsha, I'm sorry, the weekly for My Moxie Dreams. And if I have a little bit of time, maybe I should do these. Maybe I should do these just to show you how it's done. So hold on just a moment, okay? There's a line that goes right here in the middle, and then it goes right across here, okay? And so what I do here is when I print, I hit print here. Oh, wait. Let me just do the following week. And so you just scroll down and it takes you to the other weeks. So here's week 45, and then here's week 46 on this side, which I already did week 46. So I can do, let me see what I have here. If I have week 46, maybe I can just print the other weeks that I will need. So I went all the way to week 48. So let's look for week 49. 46, is it not? 48, 49, and 50. Okay, here's 49 and 50. So then what I'm gonna do here now is I am going to select print, and I'm going to do these two so you can see how we do that. Okay, so I'm going to hit print, and I'm going to select, we're going to do one copy, and I'm going to select here 49 and 50. This is week 49 and week 50. Down here, I usually select actual size. I do not select print on both sides because that's how her inserts, they don't work that way. This is the way I do it on my printer, okay? So this is, I have an Epson ET3850 Eco Tank. That's what the ET stands for. And so this is just for my printer, okay? So I select the actual size. I do not do print on both sides. And then I hit print because it's only going to print 49 and 50, okay? So I'm going to hit print. And now I'm going to print the inserts here. And so this is my printer here. I use the Eco ET3850, and this is an Epson printer. And so I'm just waiting for it to send the information from the computer to the printer really quick. So normally they come out and it's at the top. The weekly is at the top. So it printed out 50 first and then 49, okay? So then when I go back in here and I put this paper back into the printer so I can print the, where I can print this in the back. Okay, what I'm gonna do, so it's gonna look like this. So what came out of here right now is this, like this. Okay. And I need to go back and I need to print this side, which is going to look like this. Okay, so in order to get that in the back, I need to put the paper back in, except when I put it in, it's going to go in this way. So I have to put that back down here. Okay. Okay, and I am going to select the front pages. So give me 1 second. Okay, so now since I printed these 2 pages, I'm going to put those down and then I'm going to select. So when you go and you get these from her website, it comes out like this. It says 2025 FCC Titled Weekly Master, which is what this is. She then gives you options. Option 1 for the back of that, which is this here, is what's going to be in the back. Okay, like this. So you're really looking at the pages like this, and then like this. Okay, so to get this in the back, this is option number 1. It gives you the weekly spending, and then it gives you this week right here. It gives you this week, if nothing else, forecast tracker. So she gives you options. The next option is, nope, wrong one. Okay. So where are the other, the other options are at the bottom. So you just scroll down. The other option is priority, meal plan, or tracker. And then the other option is this week, and she leaves them blank. So you can fill in your categories here. Okay? And that's it. So she gives you 1, 2, and 3. Okay? So normally I select the second one, which has the priorities, the meal plan, and the tracker. So I am going to open that one. and I am going to select these two, okay, and then you put on how many copies. Because I did 2 copies, because I did these 2 copies, I'm going to select 2 of these covers. And then I'm going to put actual size, and then I want 2 here. Okay, I'm going to put my paper in again this way. Here goes the paper, like this. And what my printer does is that when it comes back, it's going to take the paper and it's going to print. Like it goes, my printer feeds this way. I can grab the paper. It's going to feed it this way, and then it's going to print like that. Okay? So that's why I put the writing on this side. Okay? So I'm going to go to the top in just a second. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry, everyone. My printer went offline, so I had to pause and get it back to get into online. So here it goes. And so here's the other side. So see, here's the weekly, and then in the back is the front pages. So in other words, it's like this. So now we can go ahead and cut them. So I have a Fiskar cutter here, and it's the smaller one because I want it to fit comfortably on my desk. And so the way I'm gonna cut these is I go half of the page, more than half of the page here, and I'm gonna go to that line, because there's a line, there's a faint line right down the middle, and then here at the bottom. Okay, so I put in my paper like this, and I'm gonna cut straight on that line. Okay, and I'm gonna cut straight across. Okay, then you have this. So then either way, you can cut it on this side or that side, but I'm gonna go this way, and now I'm gonna cut down the middle like this. Now you have on this side, you open up your weekly, and then the back. Now, there is a little difference here, okay? I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna cut that. If you can tell, right here, there's the faint line. It doesn't take much, it doesn't bother me. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna cut that little bit off, like that. And here, now it's perfectly even. And when you open it, just like that. And then here's the back. Okay, so that's how you cut my Moxie Dreams or Noelia's insert for the weekly. Okay, now I don't know if those are the ones they were wanting, my viewers or subscribers as well, whether that's the one they wanted. And since I'm here now, I might as well just cut this one as well. I just don't want the video to be so long. I'm gonna quickly cut that off, and I'm gonna cut down the middle on this one. Okay, and then this is the one that has a little bit on the side. So I'm gonna cut that little bit off. And there it is again. Okay, so those are done for next week. For these, let me see. Again, for these, I believe on hers, you can select, and I'm not gonna show you again on the computer here, on the screen of the computer, but I'm gonna see if I can show you how it prints out. So I'm gonna go to Marsha Bermucci's, my saved files. I'm gonna go to 2025. Click on that. I'm gonna do the 3 months, October to December. And I'm gonna do just this one here, just for an example. And I'm gonna print that one. Oh, 1 and 2. I think I'm gonna do 1 and 2. And see what happens. I can't remember how I printed these. You know, I think it's gonna be a little bit too difficult to show you on this one. Anyway, so when the paper goes in the printer this way, and my printer feeds like this, okay, like this. So when this goes in, it's gonna print all of them this way, the one side, and then it's gonna come back, and then it's gonna, and I believe hers goes in and out, and it goes back in and prints that second page. Like this way, and then it comes back out this way. That's how you do hers. And again, when you're cutting hers, this particular one, what I do is I usually go down the middle. And again, these are Marsha Bermucci's dailies. If I go down the middle, I'm gonna cut that little edge, and I'm gonna cut the other side here. And then this piece is the one that's in the middle, and that one's discarded here. But this is how you get hers. This is November, this is December. She puts them both on the same page. And then the next day, the 19th, is November, December on the other side. Okay, so then how you cut these is it's like this. I then cut in the middle, and then I go and I cut the edge. And I don't start at the very edge. I start somewhere in the middle of on the side of the page here, and I go out, and it's still attached. The paper's still attached. Then I come back, and same thing down here at the bottom. I don't start at the very end. You see, like that. So by this time, it doesn't matter what happens on this end. All I have to do now is cut this other part here. And there it is. 18th of November and 19th of November. Again, I'm going to show you on this one. I can cut up on this one, and I don't cut all the way. It stays like that. And then on this side, I can do the same. I don't cut from the very beginning here, and I cut that way. And now you have this, like this. So then that keeps your paper together, and then it keeps this line there. Because if I were to cut this completely off, then I wouldn't have no way of knowing where to cut. So then here, and then I use that line, and now I'm gonna cut all the way through. That's how you get your insert. Just like that. Okay, I hope that helps. If you wanna know how to completely do the Marsha Bermucci's, let me know in the comments, and I will do another video regarding those inserts. Okay, I forgot one thing. Let me go back. I do have an appointment on Monday, which I'm leaving work early. I do have my follow-up visit with my doctor regarding the Mounjaro. So, Mary, doctor, follow up here. And this one is, I believe, I can't remember what time that is. But anyhow, I have my doctor's appointment here. And so that was the last thing I remembered that I needed to put on there. Let me see. So I have lost quite a bit of weight. I did start off at the doctor's office. I weighed 154. I am now currently 141.9. So I've lost some weight. I hope that that helps with my numbers, my A1C numbers. And hopefully that turns out the way the doctor is looking for that to happen. And I'm working on the next videos. If y'all have any ideas, please put them in the comments as to what you would like to see from me. I am going to do a planner stack, I believe next week. So I have 2 videos to work on for next week. So I have, I did my printing and cutting for Noelia's, my Moxie Dreams. I did a little bit of a quick on the Marsha Bermucci's. And I believe that is it, guys. All I have for this week. I hope that the printing and the cutting of the inserts was helpful. I believe that's all I have for this video today. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down at the comments below. Again, for those of you who are new to my channel, thank you so much for clicking on my channel and viewing this video. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. And for everyone else, thank you for coming back. I appreciate it so much. And goodbye, everyone. Until next time. Bye-bye.